Welcome to Stevie's Kitchen. Everybody has their version of energy bites. Well, today you get mine. Stay tuned. So this is something that I've made plenty of times before, but I haven't brought to Stevie's Kitchen. Reason I'm bringing it to Stevie's Kitchen now is because it's a funny story. I had a friend from back home actually messaged me a couple weeks ago, and she was just like, "Hey, Stevie, do you have any recipes that are healthy, quick protein things that I can get my kids in between practices?" She has two boys and a girl. So she's always rushing them around to practice and stuff. And I was just like, well, I actually don't have anything on my website, but I got some things for you. So here's one of these recipes that I have for this such occasion. When you're quick and on the go and you just need something healthy, that'll give you some energy and full of protein. This is what this is for. So it's no bake, so this is simple and quick. So we're gonna start with 2 cups of oats. Little extra spills in, it's okay. And then I have my homemade peanut butter. The last time y'all saw me make this, it took forever, so I just went ahead and pre-made it. But this time I added some tahini to it, so just to give it a little creamier texture and make it a little bit more of a superfood. So we're gonna do a cup of peanut butter. Actually, you know what? Just gonna stick my cup in here. There we go. And then we're gonna add in a cup of chocolate chips. I like to do the dark chocolate chips, just not as sweet, just as a personal preference. If you wanna do milk chocolate or whatever, I like the dark chocolate ones. I'm gonna do a cup of that. And then I have a half cup of coconut flakes, sweetened coconut flakes that I'm gonna put in mine. And now what makes this an extra protein boost, I got some grass-fed protein powder, 24 grams per scoop. I'm gonna drop in 2 scoops. And then I have some collagen, which is 20 grams per scoop as well. And I'm gonna do 2 scoops. My protein's vanilla, my collagen's unflavored, so it'll still all work within this mixture. You can put whatever flavors you want in here, but that's what I'm going with. And then I'm gonna do about 4 tablespoons of honey to help bring this all together. Here we go. And now it's just time to mix this all together. I'm just using my spoon for right now, just kind of get a simple mix on it. But then I'm gonna put this glove on to really, so I can squeeze this, all this mixture together so it really like starts to come together. So with that peanut butter in here is why I'm kind of coming in to just squeeze this all together so all these dry ingredients can stick to that peanut butter and honey. So now that we got our mixture mixed in together, I got a 2-ounce cookie scoop. So I'm just gonna dip 2 scoops per ball. Just kind of get a light squeeze on them. Place them down, because then after I get this pan done, I'm gonna get another glove on and go ahead and get all of them nicely, tightly balled up the way we want. So as I'm finishing getting these things reshaped and repacked a little bit more, little pro tip here, if you're like me and you use homemade peanut butter, don't be afraid to add more than just a cup of peanut butter. I had to go back in and add a little bit more and a little bit more honey, because with homemade peanut butter, there's not gonna be as much oil in there. So that's a little less moisture that will be in this mixture. So I added about another half a cup of peanut butter and about another tablespoon of honey. And then, so now they're able to actually come together a little bit better. But if you're using regular store-bought peanut butter, which is completely fine, there's probably going to be enough oil in that you won't have to add any extra. Also, right now, I can't give you the macros and the amount of proteins that are in each ball because I'm just not that good at math. But if you tune in and make sure you check out my website, I'll have the full details of all the macros and the amount of protein per ball on here for you. So now it's time for the taste test. So no bake, nice and simple, quick and on the go. I mean, finish chewing this. It's hard to talk with peanut butter in your mouth, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You get the peanut butter, you get that vanilla flavor from the protein powder, you get a little bits of sweetness from the honey and the coconut that's in there, and just that crunch from the oats since they're not cooked, and the crunch from the chocolate chip. Texturally, it's perfect. Flavorly, it's perfect. And it has plenty of protein in here. This is a dish that you can't miss out on, and your kids are gonna love it. Hey Megan, this one's for you.